Welcome back to a first listen, first album, first song, right? That's where the meat and potatoes are. If you're a brand spanking new artist with the first album and someone hits play or puts the pin down on that record for the very first time, you got to hit them with something juicy, big, and bouncy, and bold and beautiful, right? So that's why we do the first listen, first album, first song. Here's the problem. We're doing Whitesnake today. And we're doing, what song was it that we were doing? Hold on, let me get down here because I have a few questions for you guys. Snakebite, 1978 Snakebite, right? And we're going to do the song Come On. But the problem is some places say that Trouble is the 1978 album is the first album. Here it says Snakebite is the first, and I haven't heard either one of those. Unless Slide It In is on Trouble. I mean, hell, let's just take a look. Is Slide It In? I know Slide It In. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to do Come On from Whitesnake off the Snakebite album 1978. And you guys can get in the comments below and tell me how that all breaks down. Is Snakebite the first album? Is Trouble the first album? Because some places say Trouble is the first album and they don't mention Snakebite. But then if you look a little deeper, they go Snakebite was the first album. I don't know what the deal is with that. So what we're going to do, we're going to learn about the band, the legendary band Whitesnake. Then we're going to listen to the song Come On from that album. Sound good? Here we go. Whitesnake, they have big numbers here. 5.5 million listeners to the Spotify account. They've got 5,591,488 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. The top 5 jams, 4 of them come from the big album that you know of. Here I Go Again is number 1, and that's, hold on to your hats. You're going to take your hat off, shit in it, and put it back on your head. I'm telling you. 176 million plays for Here I Go Again. Is this love? That's got 157 million plays. Here I Go Again, I don't know. It's on some other album that they released, 100 million plays. Still of the Night, I Hear the Woo How Honey. That's got 55 million plays. And Here I Go Again, the radio mix, has 61 million plays. And that comes from that self-titled album, Whitesnake. Now that we're talking about albums and such and stuff, let's go ahead and look into the albums and see what they've released. These guys are going to have album release, then deluxe release, and then this and that. You got Snakebite, 1978. You got Trouble, 1978. You got Love Hunter, 1979. Live in the Heart of the City, 1980. Ready and Willing, 1980. You got Come and Get It, 1981. Saints and Sinners has that version of Here I Go Again that we were just talking about. Slide It In. So I've heard that. Slide it in right to the top. That's 1984. Slide It In, the 2019 remaster. Whitesnake, the self-titled album, 1987. Then you got the 2018 remaster. Then you got Slip of the Tongue, and that's got a 20th anniversary, 1989, right? You got Live in the Shadow of the Night, Forevermore, 2011, Live at Donington's. You got Made in Japan Deluxe, Made in Britain. Then you got the 30th anniversary of the self-titled album, The Purple Tour, 2018, Unzipped, Super Deluxe Edition. Then you've got Unzipped Deluxe Edition, and then you've got Unzipped. Slide It In, the Ultimate Edition, 2019, Flesh and Blood Deluxe Edition. My goodness and gravy sakes. The Rock Album, 2020 remix. They're just remixing it up. Then they got one here, 2021, the Blues Album. So let me guess, they take all these songs and they blues them up. Steal Your Heart Away, Good to Be Bad, Give Me All Your Love, Take Me Back, Slow and Easy. Yeah, they blues them up. Take me back, slow and easy. I don't know. Is that what they do? I don't know. Now we're going to get into related artists, and of course we know all the names that we're going to hear here. It's going to be all them classic 80s hard rock and hair metal bands, right? Quiet Riot, Michael Schenker Group, Warrant, Sammy Hagar. You know, I heard something about Sammy Hagar. Said something was about he can't drive 55 or something like that. Great White, Kingdom Come, Rainbow, Cinderella, David Lee Roth, Diamond Dave. You got Y&T, Thunder, and Crocus. So that is the related artist for Whitesnake. And it looks like you've got a photo here, and it looks like the elder statesman. You got Dave Coverdale in the middle there, and it looks like you got old, what's his, why am I farting on his name? The drummer, great drummer. I'm farting on his name right now, and I can't remember it. Anyways, there's 6 of them. They're standing there. They're looking into the camera. They say, Shane, you're a damn cool guy. Get over here. Let me give you a deep mouth kiss. An English hard rock institution founded by former Deep Purple vocalist David Coverdale. Whitesnake emerged in the late 1970s with a style steeped in the driving British blues rock of bands like Thin Lizzy. I love them. Led Zeppelin, and of course Deep Purple. After recalibrating their sound to better adapt to burgeoning 80s hair and pop metal scene, they found commercial success with 1984 Slide It In, and then cannonballed into the mainstream in 1987 with the release of their multi-platinum selling eponymous 7th effort, which spawned the power ballad Is This Love and the massive crossover #1 hit Here I Go Again. Whitesnake weathered the onslaught of grunge and alternative rock for as long as they could, but eventually ceased operations in the early 90s, and one-off studio album Restless Heart appeared in 1997. The group didn't officially reform until 2002. Since then, Coverdale and company have released a string of well-received studio albums. Good to Be Bad, Forevermore, Flesh and Blood, and so on and so on. That stand at the nexus of commercial hard rock, pop, and heavy metal. So there you go. There's that. Am I a good reader? I feel like I'm a good reader. It's time. We're going down to Snakebite, and we're going to put on the song Come On, and I've never heard this. Slide It In is about as far back as I go. I want to say we did do another Whitesnake song, and it was for First Listen, and it was off of that Flesh and Blood album. So it is that time. We're going to get into it. Come On by Whitesnake off the Snakebite album. Ready? And you can yell at me and call me names and say you're wrong and stupid because it's the wrong album. Here we go. If I didn't know any better, I'd say these guys are steeped in kind of a hard rock and heavy bluesiness. I can hear this classic radio. Soldier of fortune. It's almost got kind of a, if I want to say Motowny, that little bridge bit. Get yourself some sweet rock and roll. Is that a keyboard? I mean, yeah, this is perfectly fine classic rock sounding stuff. I cruise down the jamming it going, yeah. You can hear the Thin Lizzy. It gets your foot thumping, you know, you could go to a bar, put this on the jukebox. This is a song you want on the first of your record, right? Gypsy and me. Big ending. I mean, that wasn't a bad little rocker at all. And here's the thing about the first listen, first song, first album. Ooh, a little piano bit. Bloody Mary. Well, that's got a honky-tonk kind of feel to it. They got that honky-tonk piano and stuff. Here's the thing about this, though. You got Come On. That's it. Come on, get yourself some sweet rock and roll. So what someone has done is they've seen the name Whitesnake. They say, Whitesnake. Oh, my heavens. This is something, right? And then they say, honey, hold on to your hat. The album is called Snake Bite. The Whitesnake is snake biting us. And then the first song is Come On. Get yourself some sweet rock and roll. So they've set you up to get into some, you know, good time, ragtime stuff with Bloody Mary and everything else. It's a, get yourself some sweet rock and roll. Right? Am I wrong? You can put that in the comments below, because nothing I've said here is means a diddly squat. Because the most important part of my video is what you think of it. I like to read your comments, your feedback, your knowledge of Whitesnake and the songs and the things that we do here. So you can say, good, great, fantastic, Shane, this is how many times I've seen Whitesnake live. Have you ever met David Coverdale? Have you ever met, what's that sexy lady that was dancing on the top of his car? Heidi Catan? Tina Catan? Tanya Catan. What's your favorite album? What's your favorite songs? And tell me about those experiences that you had listening to Whitesnake or seeing them live for the very first time. Or you could say, not good, not great. I ain't going to get myself some sweet rock and roll, because that wasn't it, Shane. I'm not my cup of tea. I've never been a huge fan of Whitesnake, and I'm not now, and I never was. So I'm going to give this a hard pass and say, not my cup of tea. I don't want it. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know? If you have a hard rock, a heavy metal special request, you'd like to see it on the channel, it's simple to do that. It's very easy, in fact. You just donate a small portion of your entire life. No. Donate to the channel. Simple. Simple as that. Click that link in the description below. Donate. Say, hey, Shane, do this for me, and I will do that for you. Or you can join the Patreon, and then you can send me messages back and forth. There's a few of them on there, a few people on there that we chitter-chat with back and forth when I get a chance and the time to do so. That's all I've got for this, okay? Whitesnake.